Lakers, Nuggets, neck and neck coming down the stretch. They're swapping paint at this point in the Western Conference standings. No Nikola Jokic. He's got a bad elbow. Jamal Murray had a bad ankle. Luka Doncic, not bad. He's in range. He's good to go. And in the first quarter, he proved it. 21 points in the first frame for Luka. Lakers still without LeBron James. Their sixth straight game without him, still coming back from that groin injury. Randy says I say weird. I don't think that's
It's groin like coined.
Well, most points in a quarter with the Lakers. Ties a franchise record, too, by the way. First Laker with 20 points and 2 steals in 5 consecutive games since Kobe back in 2007. Lakers were up double digits at the break. Actually, they were up by 30 at one point in this game. Big reason why? Luka. 31 points right there as the Lakers get an easy win, 120-108. Landscape's David Dennis Jr. joins us now. He watched the whole thing. Bron missing his 6th straight game since that injury in Boston. But, D, you say this could actually be a blessing in disguise. Why?
Well, for a couple reasons. One, I've been concerned with the Lakers' sustainability and that defensive intensity, especially when you look at LeBron and the age and the wear and tear that has come playoff time. Now, what this time off has done, it has forced LeBron to take some time off so that he can be as refreshed as humanly possible for that playoffs. Remember, last time they won a championship, he took months off because of the pandemic and came back in the bubble as a refreshed dude. Now, this is not going to be that much amount of time, but it does buy him some time to come back and be the best LeBron he can be. On top of that, this team has now become Luka Doncic's team. They are fitting his profile. The three-point efficiency, the three-point shots, the way they're spreading the floor, and Luka, over the last 10 games, is essentially at 31, 9, and 8. Prime Luka numbers. LeBron is going to walk into a team that knows how to play with Luka and follow his lead to make them prime candidates to make that playoff run.
Little over a dozen regular season games left for the Lakers. As David, I want to take you now to the Eastern Conference. And Cade Cunningham has these Pistons playing some good basketball. He cashed a three-pointer at the buzzer to beat the Heat down in Miami, 116-113. Cunningham finished a triple-double in his own right, 25 points, 12 boards, 11 assists. When asked after the game if he called bank, Cunningham said, quote, "I might have whispered it." Listen, you start whispering bank, that's fine. If you whisper in a bank, they might take it the wrong way, hit the panic button. Pistons currently the 6th seed in the East, meaning right now they would match up with the 3-seed Knicks in the playoffs. D, can the Pistons beat the Knicks in a best-of-7?
Okay, so this whole thing started with Udonis Haslem saying that the Pistons were going to beat the Knicks. Stephen A. Smith saying that it was, he was angry because he thought the Knicks were going to beat the Pistons. I hate to get in the middle of 2 grown men arguing, but I'm going to. I'm sitting with Udonis Haslem on this one. Okay. I think the Pistons absolutely can take the Knicks. This is a matchup the Knicks do not want. Part of it is the fact that Cade Cunningham is going to be the best player in that series. He's at 25 and 9 assists this season. The only other player with those stats are Nikola Jokic. That's it. You add in the fact that Malik Beasley has turned into prime Klay Thompson off the bench shooting threes. They have the first in defense over the last 6 weeks or so. Asir Thompson is a definite defensive threat and a menace. The Pistons match up well with the Knicks. It is a nightmare scenario for the Knicks to have to play against the Pistons, who have already gone into Madison Square Garden and won.
And honestly, Detroit, too young to know any better. They get the Mavs tomorrow before playing 7 of their final 11 games at home. David Dennis Jr. joining the program this morning. D, always a pleasure to see you. All right, speaking of the Eastern Conference, what about the top of the table in it? Spider Mitch out west. It's a 5-game roadie for these Cavaliers, trying to avoid just their second 3-game losing streak of the season after rattling off 16 straight wins. Yikes. Devin Carter, get out the way. Nice feed by Malik Monk. Kings, though, down at the break, 56-47. 5 minutes left in the fourth. Kings down 3, not anymore. DeMar DeRozan got it. Ties the game, 107, 5 to play. Next Cavs possession, Spida. Spida's got 8 legs. You would think they'd have more control, but turns the rock over there. It's Carter again, putting the Kings up 2, and then it's DeRozan. And kids, just a PSA. A jump shot can get you cars, mansions, and fame, but none of that can get you a jump shot. Go outside and practice. It's time to bring peace. 119-116, Malik Monk seals it. They get the win, 123-119, to hand the Cavaliers their 3rd straight loss.
Knicks and Spurs made the show. Sandro Mamukelashvili made darn near everything. Perfect 7 for 7 from 3. More like Mamu Kelashvili.
Nailed it.
He was 13 for
Nailed
14
it.
from the floor. 34 points in 19 minutes. So impressive. Flavor Flav crashed his post-game interview, just like Sean Farnham did with us the other day.
I'm so excited. My family is here.
Flav, have you ever seen a shooting performance like this before?
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say, my man is on fire!
Yeah, boy. All right, listen, Mamu is 25 years old.
Okay.
Flavor Flav was his guest at the game last night.
Sideline allows Luka Doncic to step into his own as, you know, the guy for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it's a lot easier for him in terms of being able to take more ownership of this team with LeBron James being sidelined for a couple of weeks. So not to say that this is ideal, but I do think there's a silver lining with LeBron's injury. Not just him getting the rest, but also Luka having an opportunity to step into the forefront as one of the faces, if not the face of the Los Angeles Lakers.
And he's been passing that test with flying colors. Luka's been outstanding. But I'm with you. We need to give JJ Redick credit. He's been great. And there was a lot of questions about him when he got hired, if he was going to be able to execute at a high level because he'd never done it before. But if we're going to give JJ Redick credit, do we then have to give LeBron James credit too? And by that, I mean, in the beginning of all of this, when JJ was hired to be the head coach and Bronny was drafted, LeBron took a lot of heat in that moment. Even though he distanced himself from the hiring, everybody externally was like, this is your podcast partner who has never coached in the NBA before, never coached at a high level before. And all of a sudden, he is going to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most important properties in all of sports. That doesn't really happen. And I'm sure that wouldn't happen without your blessing. So if we're going to credit JJ for being this good, do we somehow have to give LeBron retroactive credit for being somebody that got him in that position?
For those who didn't, yes. I remember when that happened, I said, this is actually a good thing because I don't remember a time in partnership with the leadership position that was technically, quote unquote, above him. Now, there's actually no one above him, including the majority governor of a team. He's the most powerful person in this sport, right? Still to this day. But it felt like, okay, I'm going to be partners with this. Like even Ty Lue, who was phenomenal. I never felt like he was 100% partnered with at all times with the Cavs.
No.
He tried to get Spoelstra fired 17 games into the first season there.
Oh, he's never met a coach that he didn't want to fire.
Except this one.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Okay, in the
It's pretty early. Honeymoon phase.
That is a fascinating question. If you had to bet $1 right now, will LeBron James one day try to get JJ fired?
I don't think LeBron James got that much runway in his career.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah,
So there's not, only because there's not enough time to get him fired.
probably.
And with Luka coming over there now, I think it's a different equation.
But why do you? I don't want to take a negative spin on this thing. We got a good thing going in LA right now.
I was just saying, LeBron takes so much heat, and I don't think he should in this instance. I think some people should apologize to LeBron.
He's had a phenomenal year.
Well,
phenomenal, on and off the court. Phenomenal year.
If we're going to give him credit for the J.J. Redick fine, then we have to give him criticism for how all of the other coaching and roster decisions went in years past.
Okay, that was a negative spin, and I like it. I agree with every
It's a
part of
negative
it.
spin. Like, if we're going to give him credit for J.J. Redick, then we got to acknowledge he made a mistake with